Located at Point Hope, Alaska, Ipiutak was once a flourishing city where people lived, traded and practiced unusual rituals. Today there are only ancient ruins and artifacts left, but the site is of great archaeological and historical importance. Unravelling the mysteries of Ipiutak could help us gain vital knowledge about a vanished culture and the early inhabitants of North America. Unfortunately, this is easier said than done because there is conflicting information about the ancient city of Ipiutak. The site is estimated to be at least 2,000 years old. The community collapsed around 800 AD, and archaeologists are trying to piece together who built the ancient city and when. The builders of Ipiutak were sophisticated people and more advanced than Eskimos. Who were they? Where did they come from, and what happened to them? Ipiutak was discovered during archaeological excavations in 1939 and 1940. It has been labelled as the largest site of its kind in the Eskimo region. Some of the houses have been destroyed by the sea, but there are still enough ruins left to investigate. The ancient city was designed on a grid pattern. Its architecture is very similar to the ancient cities of the Indus Valley. Scientists have discovered about 600 abandoned houses, 1,000 unusual artifacts and a huge cemetery that raises many interesting questions about the true inhabitants of Ipiutak. Ipiutak was built by a fair-haired and blue-eyed race, the Eskimos say. The Ipiutak are famous for producing sophisticated and decorative carvings in ivory, wood, bone and stone artifacts. The complex and unusual nature of the carved ivory material found at Ipiutak immediately confirmed the material as unique. Ipiutak specimens show artisan patterns distinct from those of related cultures. Some archaeologists say the ancient city was constructed by Eskimos, but they deny this. According to the legends of the Eskimos, the ancient city of Ipiutak was built by a fair-haired and blue-eyed race. Their legends also inform that white giants lived in Ipiutak up until the War of the Gods. Could Ipiutak have been a Viking settlement perhaps? One thing's for sure, the inhabitants of Ipiutak were not primitive. In the city, scientists discovered more than 5,000 graves, and some of them revealed this culture practiced unusual customs, but they also possessed knowledge of more advanced science. Inside the graves, researchers found ancient skulls with artificial eyeballs of ivory inlaid with jet. Some bodies had ivory nose plugs shaped like birds' heads, and others had ivory death masks. Many graves contained small mummified animals, also with eyes inlaid with obsidian. Based on the findings, it seems the inhabitants of Ipiutak practiced shamanism, and for some archaeologists, the culture may have come from Ukraine. The ancient inhabitants of Ipiutak left behind valuable clues, but we still cannot know who the original builders were. Perhaps this ancient city was really built by a fair-haired race with blue eyes, as the Eskimos say. But one thing for sure, the city still remains shrouded in mystery.